How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and today I wanted to show you the location and upgrade locations of this big old beast, the Pacific P16. There's no mission or anything for it, you just have to basically drive near it, and as soon as you do it just says new truck discovered, and she's yours basically, worth a good old chunk as well. So it's on Drummond Island. It's basically like almost on the opposite end of where you enter from Smithville Dam. But it's not as bad as it looks, because when you actually drive on Drummond Island, it is a smaller map than like Smithville Dam, for example, so you cover more distance than you think. So basically, if I had the entrance from Smithville in the top left of the map, this is pretty much in the bottom right, a tiny little bit back up. As you can see, the road sort of loops around and back. But yeah, it's not hard to find. When I first got onto this island, you can see the truck anyway, and yeah, it shows up pretty well on the map. So when you start from Smithville, just drive along this main road. This is what I mean. It's not as hard as it looks. It just looks a bit mad because I've had to draw like 80 dots. So when you get to this middle bit, just make sure you actually take this road that turns off to the right as you're coming up to it. I've got like a little service trailer there, a maintenance trailer, sorry. You might actually be aware, if this is your first time coming to Drummond Island and you've got the money, it's not a bad idea to just bring a service trailer and drop it off there. But either way, when you're at that rock, you can see like that little island in the water that's got three sort of autumn leaf looking trees on it. So yeah, take a right here, go along this little muddy bank. It's not too bad, to be fair. Even this over the water, it's I've drove through there in a, like the CK 1500 etc, and it's not that bad. But when you keep following it up, eventually you're going to come to like this rock bridge that goes over the water, a bit like the one I test in Northport in the review videos. You might be able to see on the map I've got bridges in different ways now. I've done this way because if you've only just got on the map, you haven't got the bridges built, and if you have the bridges built, you've either already got this or you'll definitely know pretty well how to get there. Yeah, go across the rock bridge, go up here to those sort of, I don't know, little army barrack looking huts. Don't cut across there would be my advice. I know you get here and you think, well, I could just chance it and drop off there. If you roll, you recover into Smithville Dam, the opposite end of Smithville Dam. So you're probably talking a 10-15 minute drive to get back here, so it just isn't worth it. Just hack it, go around this long way. Again, because the map's smaller than a lot of the other maps, it's this really isn't as long as you think. That's what she said. There's a little waterfall thing here. Basically in the corner of the map, the bottom corner, you can see like that waterfall. Looks pretty nice, to be honest. So you sort of cut over there, and yeah, she's just up there in like a little trailer park thing, I suppose, just sat there. Again, look at the size of it on the map, like you ain't gonna have trouble spotting it with this one. So I'm not gonna do the whole journey there, but I just wanted to show you this rock bridge thing, because there's a couple of things I just wanted to mention about it and show you. But as you can see, I'm already over halfway there. It genuinely took me about a minute and a half to get there. So all I'll say with this is preferably you want a narrower truck, like, I don't know, the Derry Longhorn's a bit iffy over here because the one with the dead axle anyway, because it catches these rocks a lot. Obviously something this size is pretty good. This is the Freightliner 114 SD or whatever. I've never used it. I used it for the container contest when I was testing stuff. This is why I wanted to show it as well. Is like when you get to that bit, if I was in the ANK then I would have been gone, and that's it. Recover to Smithville, drive all the way back. So I did actually find the P16 with the ANK, and then I rolled it. It's in one of the tips videos where I'm flipping it back over with the CK 1500, and that was the ANK at these little military hut things just after I'd got the P16, and then I got the P16 stuck on that rock cliff or bridge, sorry, that we just went over. So yeah, you basically, instead of cutting over, you're just avoiding this like river sort of bit. So just go around the long way, and yeah, you'll be there in 30 seconds anyway. And there she is, big old beast. And as I said, as soon as you pull up, it'll just say new truck discovered, and that's it, it's yours. You can jump in it. And to be honest, I've been looking forward to kind of doing the gameplay and review of this one, because it's a bit of an oddball truck, and I was kind of interested to see how it stacks up against the others, really, because I sort of quite like it, to be honest, more than I should. But however, now you've got it, you want to get the upgrades for it. Now this upgrade, it's on Drummond Island, so it's definitely, you may as well grab it while you're here, but it's only the medium engine, so it's worth 13 odd grand though, so I would say get it. So you can see like that little mud, sort of again like an impromptu track across the river. Once you drive down here, if you've got a small enough vehicle, you can just cut through them trees. And when I say small enough, that Freightliner I've got, and that's fine. But if you've got like a big Derry or a P12, probably just go around this way. Turn into this driveway of this house. This is just the nicest way down here, is just to go down this slope. If you try and cut down directly, it's just a bit iffy. And yeah, you'll see the car on the, there's like the little mud cut through it. It's pretty damn easy to spot. And yeah, that's the middle engine. I think I've got a little screenshot here of it in the garage. The A12V 850 TTA. So the next one is Pedro Bay, and this is the advanced special gearbox. I think this has been in 1 or 2 videos before. I think it's for like the TUZ 420. And basically from Pedro Bay you've got that factory. So from the entrance, come down here, take your first left, first right, and basically just follow this road down. It's pretty easy. And then just before you get to the factory, which is pretty easy to spot, take your your last left, little gap through the trees. Once you get through there, it's on your right. This one is a hidden upgrade, by the way, so right now you probably still won't see it on the map, but trust me, it's there. And as soon as you pop out the trees here, you can see the car just there, and it's around now that if I hadn't got it yet, it would just, now a yellow box would appear. So like I say, that's the advanced special gearbox, which I've just got it on there. It's basically just a better version of special. It's got 1 extra auto gear, and it's got 3 low range gears. But the last one, this is probably the most important, is the big daddy engine. You just go straight out the White Valley garage, and you can see that big lake. It's just along like the bottom edge, or it depends which way you angle the map, but it's basically just above that service bay area. That must be what fixed my Hummer yesterday. Yeah, and again, this is this engine, the Westline V12 M900. This is the engine for a couple of things, like the ANK38 as well, so it's worth grabbing. So yeah, that's about it for this thing so far. Well, that's the upgrades. Obviously there's only 3 to get, so it's not too bad. Yeah, but it's just a bit of an oddball truck really, because it's got no drive to the front wheels, only the rears. It sounds like that would be a bad combination, I agree, but this thing kind of does a lot better than you'd expect. So I'll save the main details for the gameplay and review, which I'll get working on that later and tomorrow, etc. So I'll have that out. But yeah, it is definitely worth grabbing as well. Even it's worth a hell of a lot of money just as a stock truck, so it's a good money boost, even if it wasn't your thing really. And obviously one thing you do need to know about this though, because it is important, it's got such a good horn, it feels like you could declare and win war in one hit. And it's so imposing. I haven't even pressed it yet, and these tyres just start panicking. Like, nope, they're freaked out. He's off. One of them, look at him. Like, I'm tired of your shit. I'm sitting on my bonnet. But, again, the horn is so good, I can physically move objects in-game. Like a Jedi with this thing. So, yeah, look at him smacking the steering wheel. He knows. Yeah, that worked. Alright, that was me. I like parking it like that. But anyway, yeah, I'll save most of the details for tomorrow. But as far as today, I hope that helps. I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.